Hi, I'm Gabby.
I'm Karen.
And today we're going to talk about the twin flame relationship and 3 aspects of them that really resonated with me and sealed the deal on
Us.
Yeah. And I want to start out by saying that it is not that she completes me, we don't complete each other, we're both whole people with one another, and we bring out the best in one another.
Yes. Yes.
And it's basically an identical soul signature. And it was very tumultuous in the beginning. It was very volatile. Pulled out a lot of stuff. So number 1 is the mirror. And this was huge because when her and I met, she mirrored everything inside of myself that I didn't like. So everything, all my trauma, childhood, past life stuff, I didn't even know was there or why it was happening. I just knew there was something inside of me just stirring, and that first year was very tumultuous.
Yes.
And twin flames reflect the discord in one another, instead of the harmony. The number 2 is synchronicity. You want to talk about?
Big synchronicities, right? So even before we actually came in contact with each other, right? I'm not even from where we live now. But when I moved here, first, I lived in Missouri at the time, and I had moved here just by chance. There's a big long story, and we'll do a whole other video about that someday. But so I got here, I start working at UPS because I need a job, right? And I meet this lady, and she's telling me all about her 3 kids and their struggles, and her oldest daughter was pregnant at the time, and she's telling me about how her daughter's pregnant. She's so excited. Years down the line, I hire a girl who's got this sister who has a 5-year-old little boy, and her sister had been struggling with some things, with addiction, things like that, and she's telling me all about her. And I had obviously wasn't working with her mom anymore. Now I had hired this girl, and she's telling me all about her. And then one day she walks in the door to pick her sister up from work, and instantly I'm like drawn to her, right? And come to find out, I worked with her mom. Her mom told me all about her. I work with her sister tells me all about her, and then I meet her, and I can still tell you what she was wearing that day, exactly what she looked like, and how the sun was coming up her hair. It was like, oh, like I just had to know this person. And then I meet her son, and it was like even more so instant bond, like we had known each other since the moment he was born. Like, just insane.
Yeah, you and I were.
Yeah, that's my baby.
And it was so catalyzing, you know, we were a catalyst for one another. And that's the big difference between karmic and twin flame, or soulmate too.
Soulmates, right?
The difference between a soulmate and a twin flame is a soulmate can be anybody. It can be your mom, your dad, a stranger, brother. But the twin flame is primarily a romantic relationship only. You know, you're not going to have your dad as a twin flame.
Right, and wasn't it like somebody from your soul family is only going to show the harmonizing things in you, the good things in you. They're not going to bring out that trauma and help you work through it. They're not going to mirror those negative aspects of you that you need to repair. That's something that happens in the twin flame.
When we met, she mirrored all my negative aspects.
And she did the same for me.
Yep.
It was like,
and it was so catalyzing. It like just sprung into my awakening, and it happened all so fast.
and it was insane. Like, it's saying we wanted to run from each other, but we couldn't. We wanted to stay together. So it was like World War III at times, just. But at the same time, we had this need to stay together and work through it, and we did. I mean, it's been amazing and healing, and we've grown so much, but
so fast.
It was like psychotic there for a minute, but at the same time, it was perfect. It was like, what do they call it? Say, perfect storm. Like that was us. It was insane, but it was the best ride I've ever been on. You know.
The third one I wrote down is the telepathy, because I have never had this with anybody. Like I can be thinking a thought and she'll be on the other side of the room and say it. Or I could be thinking something while she's at work and she calls me and she's like, ooh. And then I'm like, I had just been thinking about that. And it happens so often where, you know, she'll like just take the words out of my mouth. Like I'll be going to say something and she'll say it.
I'll show up with something, some surprise present for her, and it'll turn out that she had just been looking at that same thing and wanted it. Yeah, it happens a lot. Even with our decision to move, like we've decided where we want to relocate, right? And she tells me one day where she wants me to look, and it turns out that I've already joined a realtors group in that area, and they're already looking for houses for us there. And I'm like, oh, I can show you like 10 places there already, because that's where I was looking. And we never had talked about it. So this is just stuff that happens all the time with feeding the kids, what we're gonna have for dinner, you know, just trips we're gonna take, even, you know, just simple things like that, that it's just, I'll know that she should go take a bath and relax. Well, I go take a bath. Well, I was thinking about that, you know. So it's just, it's awesome.
That was about it that I had to say. I don't like labels, so this isn't something like I label myself, Gabby and Karen, the twin flames, but it is a big part of us, you know.
It's a big part of why we work so well
our
together.
journey, yeah, and our mission here. So if anybody has any more questions, I'm not a complete expert on twin flames, but
we're learning as we go.
Yes, put it down in the comments below, like, share, subscribe, and we'll be back tomorrow with another video. Thank you.